Hi everyone, I'm going to go ahead and review the floor play today. It's on a Kickstarter. The creator of the floor play actually originally made the Bliss-Box. I've bought 4 of these actually. You can see they're a little bit rough around the edges if you look at them. They're not the most beautiful product in the world. But I've been using this for a long time and I know it works. That's why I'm kind of interested in the floor play to see how that works out. If you'll notice, it's a lot nicer of a design. And 4 controllers plug in to each side, and then the USB plugs in the back, and then into the computer. It's not too heavy, not too light. Seems pretty durable. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to fall apart in your hand or anything like that. I'm just going to run through a quick couple of examples on the computer just so you can kind of see how things work, and then from there I'm going to post some videos and some photos and a few other things along with a review to tell you kind of what my thoughts are on it. So I'm going to quickly show you how easy it is to use. So I'm going to plug in a few of the cables. Super Nintendo just goes into the Super Nintendo cord. I'm going to plug this into the player 1. Sega Genesis here. There we go. Alright. Neo Geo. And the PCFX, which I don't think there's actually an adapter on the market for that controller. So once you have them all plugged in, go ahead and plug it into your computer. And that's basically it. It's done at that point, but I'm going to show you that all the controllers work at the same time. Alright, so you can see each of your, they're all labeled Bliss-Box, but each corresponds to one of the controllers here. So for example, the top one's going to be the Super Nintendo. So as you see, hopefully you can see that on the screen. The buttons are going off as I'm pressing them. Now, if I go ahead and do the Sega Genesis, you can see it's going off. Same as the Super Nintendo. Now I'll show you the Neo Geo. Everything's working as it's supposed to. And now the PCFX. Alright. So you see all the buttons are working like they're supposed to. And just to show you can use them at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and pull up a quick game just so you guys can see how that works out. I just made the Super Nintendo controller player number 1. Everybody loves Sonic 2, so that's why I picked it. It's the easiest game to play. Alright. So you can see him jumping around here. Spin dash. Go collect some rings. Now, I'll show you that you can use tails at the same time you're using him. Tails going off to the left, right, left, jumping. Still use Sonic at the same time. Let's say you wanted to switch controllers. So let's just say I'd like to use the Super Nintendo controller and I prefer to use the Sega Genesis one. One of the things that is kind of neat about this box, as soon as you unplug it, it'll just pause, so just in case somebody runs along and kicks the cord off, so that's kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and plug the Sega Genesis in there without having to mess around with any software or anything like that. You can hot swap them, no problem. Just unpause it, continue playing, you're good to go. And okay, let's just say I want to plug the Super Nintendo back in. So it's still working. Unplug. It auto pauses. Plug the Super Nintendo back in. Alright, just unpause. Continue playing. So really convenient, really easy. I didn't really have to mess around with a lot of stuff. The only thing I had to do was just set my input options, which you would have to do with any kind of controller. But other than that, I mean, it works as advertised. Very, very easy, very convenient. I don't really have a lot of complaints about it. I only have these 4 controllers to test out right now. I'm sure the other ones work just as well though. But again, I got plenty of pictures that I'll post, and hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you.